Right, guys, Arsenal have just beaten West Ham at the London Olympic Stadium by 2 goals to one. I was about to say the London 2012 Stadium, but that wouldn't be right. The Olympic Stadium is its official name. Um, but yeah, it was a good performance by Arsenal, especially in response to Tottenham's win at Leicester earlier in the day. Um, which was a good win for Tottenham, obviously. But Arsenal have managed to keep their hold on the fourth place at the moment. Um, and yeah, it was a good performance from both sides today. I thought West Ham performed a lot better than I've seen them play recently in the league. There was a lot more energy about their performance, which hasn't been there in the past few weeks, especially against Brentford and Chelsea. Are two games that I remember them being very sluggish. Um, but yeah, they were definitely a lot better today. The first goal came from Rob Holding just about 5 minutes before half time. Um, it wasn't the greatest decision making from West Ham to put Manuel Lanzini on like one of Arsenal's threats from a corner. And it is a brilliant flicked header from Holding. He directs it right into the bottom corner, giving Fabianski no chance. But West Ham responded really well to that. Jarrett Bowen scored the goal. It was a brilliant long ball over the top by Declan Rice. Kufal cushioned it brilliantly, and Bowen, it took a big deflection. I can't remember who it came off. It might have been Gabriel, which definitely was what took it in. Like, if he doesn't take that deflection, it goes straight at Ramsdale, and it's a bit of a tame effort. But Jarrett Bowen still got in the right position and created the opportunity to shoot. So, you know, he's still done a lot right in that situation. And obviously, a lot of people are calling for Bowen to be in the England squad. And I can definitely see why. I think if I was to pick a 25-man squad or 23-man squad, whatever it is, I'd probably have him in it right now. Certainly, I would have a couple of months ago. Obviously, I think he's been injured recently as well, so that hasn't helped him. But I probably would have him in, definitely over players like Rashford, Sancho, who aren't performing right now. He very much is performing. Like, if we look at wide players who are playing better than Bowen right now, who could you make a claim for? I reckon Bukayo Saka definitely has a case. I think Bukayo Saka definitely has a case. Sorry, he's probably a starter for England right now. If you count Phil Foden as a wide attacking player, I think he also gets in ahead of Bowen. Grealish, not for me right now. Bowen's performing better and more consistently. Who else is there? There's not many names right now. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone, and if you support the team that player plays for, feel free to send me, a load of abuse in the comments. Um, but yeah, he definitely has a case for being in the England squad. But Arsenal second half came out quite strong. Gabriel scored the winner, or what turned out to be the winner anyway. It was not the greatest defending from West Ham to leave him completely free at the back post, and Fabianski gets really unlucky because he positions himself really well, and the header goes straight at him, but it's just so unfortunate that the way he's dived towards it, his knee sort of flicked up and it's bounced off his knee and gone in, and there's nothing he can really do about it. So Fabianski got really unlucky there against his old side. When was the last time he played for Arsenal? That must be nearly a decade ago, because he was at Swansea for about 4 years before he joined West Ham, and he joined West Ham probably about 4 years ago as well. So it's at least 8 years, I reckon, since he played for Arsenal. Yeah, but then West Ham after that were probably the more dominant side, but they just couldn't really create many clear-cut chances. I felt Arsenal defended quite well. There was one moment though where Bowen was nearly sent through on goal. Ramsdale comes rushing out, and it appeared on first glance that Ramsdale's completely wiped out Bowen and could be in for a red card. But on second glance, it was really hard to tell because Bowen's leg moves away from Ramsdale like he's been clipped. So if it is a dive, it's a brilliantly disguised dive by Bowen, which I mean we don't applaud because I mean diving is obviously bad. And yeah, but you can't really see any contact. So I think yeah, the referee made the right call. Um, and then Nketiah, though, a player I do want to speak about, he was causing West Ham problems all game. And he over the past few games I've seen him play. I've seen him play against Chelsea and Arsenal. I think he's just a little bit more lively than Lacazette right now. Don't get me wrong, Lacazette, whilst he hasn't been providing the goals this season, I still think he's had a decent season. He hasn't had a great season. I wouldn't even say he's had a good season. He's had an all right season, not a bad one. But I just feel Nketiah, there's more of a goal threat to him, and he adds something different to this Arsenal side. However, you could argue that you are with him in the side, you aren't getting the like flowing moves that you get in like that triangle between Odegaard, Saka, and Lacazette that you sometimes see for Arsenal up front. Like that game where Arsenal beat Watford a few weeks ago. That definitely showed Lacazette's importance to Arsenal. So I think Nketiah is more suited to when there's a lot of space for players to run into, but Lacazette is better for Arsenal when it's a game where they're playing against a side lower in the table who are sitting back trying to stop Arsenal from scoring, because in that situation he can do these clever 1-2s and flicks with Odegaard and Saka. So they both have purposes within this Arsenal squad, definitely. Another key thing for Arsenal was Tomiyasu's return. Cedric's done all right since coming in to the starting 11, but I just don't think he adds quite the defensive solidity that Tomiyasu brings. But yeah, it was a good performance from Arsenal away from home at like a tough place to go. Elneny and Xhaka did well in midfield. But again, West Ham, it was a good performance. They were unlucky not to get anything out of the game, really. Fornals was causing problems as well, and Rice and Noble had quite a good game in midfield. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of to say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.